How you doing? How you been? Hope you're doing well. My name is James. Welcome to my channel all about witchcraft, paganism, and the like. Now, in the last video I said I was going to do an altar tour, and I do still plan on doing that video. I'm going to do a tour of my working altar back here, and then as well as my altar to Hecate. I guess technically you can call it a shrine, but we're going to talk about some of that stuff there as well because I got some new things. But I thought the topic for this video was a little more important, and the topic for today is magical help versus medical help. Now, also in the last video I said that one of the reasons why I took a break from doing YouTube videos was because a weight issue kind of got me down, and I did a spell to help me lose weight, and it backfired, and that kind of affected my mental status, kind of, brought me down a bit, quite a bit. I kind of want to get a little bit or explain a little bit more about that and why I think I made a mistake. So for many of us, myself included, we typically do spell work when it's necessary, when we need something, when we need to improve our lives in some way, whether that be mental health, physical health, if we, need a little bit of extra money, need a job, that's what we do spell work for. But at what point do we stop using spell work and seek out medical help first? Because a lot of times we want to do things on our own, right? And I thought that's something that I could do. I have been struggling with my weight for a while. 3 years ago, I was at 275. My wife and I started going to the gym. I got down to 220. Things were great. And then all of a sudden, for whatever reason, we stopped working out, and I gained all of my weight back. And during the pandemic, we bought an elliptical machine, and we were using that like every day. I wasn't losing weight though, and I started getting a little frustrated. And at the end of last year, I was working out consistently, and I just could not lose weight, and I couldn't figure out why. It was frustrating. And part of my problem is I'm an emotional eater, and it took me a while to kind of realize that, but I overeat. Like normally when I eat until I am like in pain, and so that was affecting my mental health, and I decided, maybe I need to go get some therapy, and I've been in therapy for a while, and I think it's kind of helped a little bit. And then I guess right around like maybe February or March, I started exercising again, like solid every day. I was trying to work on my eating habits and still just could not lose weight. Couldn't figure out what was going on. So I thought, maybe I can do a spell to help me control my eating and, maybe give my system a little bit of boost, and so that I could, lose some weight. I couldn't really find like a weight loss spell online, so I found a couple that did a little bit of what I wanted, so I kind of pulled a little bit from here, a little bit from there, and so I kind of found some herbs that corresponded with me and things that I associate with weight loss. So I tried to do a spell. It was primarily candle magic, and it backfired in a big way. I started craving more food, and I started eating more than I normally did, and I gained even more weight, and that just kind of put me in this massive funk. Like, I was not feeling good. And I kind of, at that point, I kind of questioned my magical abilities. I kind of questioned my belief system. And I thought, you know what? Maybe I should just go and see a doctor and figure out what's going on. And so that's what I did. I talked to my doctor, and they said, well, let us do some tests. So they did some blood tests and found out that I have low testosterone. And so she wanted me to see an endocrinologist to find out what might be going on. So I talked to the endocrinologist and I explained to her, I was like, everything works, everything is fine. The only issue I'm having right now is losing weight. And so she did some more specific tests and found out that, yeah, it was pretty low. But her thought was, as long as I'm not having like any other side effects from low testosterone and everything works, the side effects of testosterone therapy, for example, could cause some cancers, was not worth the risk. So what she wanted to do was try a weight loss pill. And so she prescribed Fentanyl, I think it's Fentanyl. Anyway, so what that actually does is not only does it suppress my appetite, but it increases my metabolism, and it also helps with my eating disorder. So she wanted to put me on that. It's a short-term loss. So it's basically used to help me control my eating better so that I can relearn how to eat and how much to eat, and when my body recognizes that I've had enough. And I've been on that for 60 days and I've lost 16 pounds. I guess really all this is kind of like a story time, and maybe like a word of warning. If you are having a medical issue, think real hard before you turn to Magick rather than getting medical guidance and medical assistance for that. Because if something goes wrong and it backfires, it could be worse. Up until 60 days ago, I was pre-diabetic. My cholesterol was extremely high. They couldn't even measure my LDLs because my bad cholesterol was so high. It was like double what it should be. And I was real close to either having a heart attack or a stroke. And I played around with that, and instead of seeking medical advice, I'd turn to Magick instead. And I know that there are some things where Magick has helped me a lot. It has helped me grow this YouTube channel. I have done a couple I did one success spell I talked about, and then I recharged that spell, and things have been going great. But for medical purposes, I personally, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I personally would recommend seeking out medical assistance first. And then maybe you could do some spell work to kind of give your medical treatments a boost. That might help. Now, as for me, I'm a little bit too nervous to try to come up with another spell. I don't want to play with my weight again. I'm on a good track. I'm losing weight. I'm feeling better. And I don't want to put that at risk. So if you're still here and you're still watching this video, if you take away anything from it, take away this. Think before you cast. Think about your needs. Think about what the repercussions could be if the spell fails. Is this going to have a worse effect on you, on your health, on your mental health, on your physical health? And this is stuff that I know. I knew better, but I was confident in my magical abilities, and I thought, you know what, I can do this. It's fine. And it wasn't. It backfired. I'm not telling you what to do, but I just want you to be cautious, I guess. Magick is never it's my belief anyway, that Magick is never a substitute for mental health treatments, for therapy, for medical treatment. Magick should never be a substitute. And I know this, and I ignored that and did it anyway. So, So there you go. There is my little rant, sort of my little story time. I am going to do the altar tour. I felt like this was the message that I needed to put out. So there you go. Until next time, if you would like to follow me outside of YouTube or keep up with me, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at It's Oddly James. You can also check out my TikTok. I'm trying to do a little bit more TikTok. It's more of like a updatey kind of thing, less serious stuff. Because I try to stay out of witch talk. That's a whole other issue. And you can check me out on TikTok at It's Oddly James. Everything is It's Oddly James. So if you'd like to check me out at those places, I would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, be well, be safe, stay odd, y'all.